Hey guys, I'm for Sleep in Reverie here. Now today's review is going to be the Time Force Morpher. So we're going to review the Chrono Morpher and we're going to review the Chrono Morpher and the Quantum Morpher. So we're going to get those two morphers out of the way. So before I get started, I do got a couple of announcements. I do have a couple of shout outs. I know I kind of always give shout outs, but I just want to return the love that I get from the viewers and from people I've become friends with on here. So I feel like that's very important to kind of, show people you appreciate, what they say about you and your show, and when they look forward to your show, So I just wanted to first give out a shout out to Samster Slime. He's a fellow YouTuber. If you look on the comments of my latest video, he has some comments on there, and I'll try to put a link to his page. I'm not really good with adding stuff like that or production value. As you guys can see, this is my sign right here. If I can figure out how to do that, type a link to his page or whatever, I'll go ahead and do that for my video too. Really cool guy. He has reviewed a Dino Thunder Morpher, the Brachio Morpher, and he has this ongoing thing with fruits telling jokes. I think it's a cool show. Just fruits telling like really cheesy jokes, and I think that's really cool. Now, so subscribe to him, watch his videos. They're not as long as mine, so you can definitely enjoy them. So I appreciate anyone watching my videos because they're kind of long. But yeah, check out the fruits telling jokes. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool little, little venture. I like it. So, anyways, keep those coming up. Thanks, Samster Slime, for the views, and thanks for your support. Next, I want to give a shout out to Joey Armstrong. I always give a shout out to him. He's one of my good friends. I just wanted to give a shout out to him because he gave me some really kind words in terms of my graduation yesterday. So I finally graduated college. He gave me some kind words of encouragement. He sent me a message in the morning when I woke up, and it was very, very encouraging, and it really made me feel good. So thanks, buddy. And he also did like an edit of my morphing sequence, and cut it and spliced it to basically credits for my show. So he advised me to add that to the end of my videos. And I kind of think that's a good idea, but once again, I have to figure out the production value. I think I might add some pizzazz to my show if I did do that, but once I figure that out, I'll probably do it. But it won't be on this video because I haven't figured it out. I just saved the video he gave me, and yeah, I upload to YouTube from an iPad. So yeah, I'll figure that out. If anyone has any suggestions, just comment below, and if you want to help me out with the production situation, I'll be more than happy to give you credit for that. But thank you again, Joey Armstrong, one of my good friends, and I'm glad you got your Dragon Morpher and your Legacy Morpher, and you deserve it, man. So yeah, let's get started with the reviews. So first we're going to do the Chrono Morpher. Here's the Chrono Morpher. Look at that. Yeah. Got the on and off button right there. You got the Time Force insignia right there. So now let's turn this baby on, see what it does. Sounds like a car, like a really crappy car starting, but it still works good. Now first thing you're going to notice is that these lights rotate. And this is really, really cool, I think. It just gives an effect in terms of like the realistic, futuristic potential of this morpher. Not potential, but just it gives it like a touch, It's from that era in the future. So I like it. And it's really, really cool. And we're trying to listen. There you go. That beep will go on if you keep it on. Funny story about this morpher. When I had my display at Power Morphicon, I left the buttons on because I wanted to add an effect. So every night when it was time to clear out the con, I would go check on my morpher collection, open up the case with the keys, and I would make sure everything was running smoothly. I left this on all weekend, even overnight. It was really dark when I was fixing my display at night when everyone was gone. So it was really, really cool because you just see it was really dark and you just see these lights, and it was just really cool. I thought it was a really cool experience. And the battery life's amazing because these batteries are still the same batteries for Power Morphicon, and that was way over 6 to 8 months ago, and it just did this the whole weekend, no problems. So now let's put it on and see what this puppy can do. Yeah, I said puppy, but yeah, let's put it on. Alright, so it's on, right? Okay, so let's see what the buttons do. This first button right here, it makes like a wave noise. I'm not really too sure what that's for. Maybe calling your weapons. I know it isn't for calling the Zords because they called circuit for that. So if someone can tell me what that sound means in Time Force, that'd be awesome. I love Time Force, by the way. It's one of my favorite seasons because it has like the best character development, and it's just, you know, it's what we love, Power Rangers mixed with like really good storytelling, which is possible because I've seen Gokaiger. So Haim Saban, pay attention, because you can develop characters in 22 minutes or less. You just have to really work hard at it. So yeah, Time Force had that. And now you have this button, which is a communication aspect. Yeah, and to stop that, you just press another button. So that's like a communication aspect of it. So yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's a really cool morpher. Now the middle button, which you see the helmet, that's of course to morph into the Time Force Ranger. So let's go ahead and do that. Time Force. And then, you know, Wes will turn into the Red Ranger. See, he's right there. He's happy. He's giving me the thumbs up, somewhat. And right there, Jason Font saying, "Yeah, you did a good job, Chris. Even though I'm the Red Ranger. Yeah, you are the Red Ranger, not me." But yeah, so yeah, there's Jason Font. So once again, if you want to see with all the hand movements. So yeah, this is a pretty cool morpher. There's the Time Force insignia down there. It has a nice speaker. You know, this is still in the era when the morphers had really good quality to them. So I give it a top notch in terms of, you know, quality. Because, you know, they still had somewhat of a quality to them. I mean, it ain't no Mighty Morphin by any standard or freaking Zeo or Turbo Morpher quality. But it's a dying breed of quality because we don't see that today. Although the Deluxe Ghostly Morpher is a step in the right direction. But yeah, so bam. So there is that Chrono Morpher. If you guys have any questions, let me know about it. On eBay, you should look to pay loose. I don't have the box for any of these morphers. These are one of the only sets I don't have boxes for. I bought them loose on eBay. When I bought them a couple of years ago, they were really cheap. Now you're gonna look to pay loose $40 to maybe $55, $60. In the box, you're gonna look from $65, you know, to maybe $100. That's on a really bad day. $100, $65 to $80 in the box would probably be what I pay for it. But I'm trying to get it loose because, you know, it's still a really good deal, especially for $35, $40 if you snipe the bid really well. So there's the Chrono Morpher. Let's do the lights one more time before we get into the Quantum Morpher. So yeah, it's a really cool morpher. I love it. Time Force is amazing. I love Circuit. I love Trip. I love Wes. I love Jen. I love pretty much all the Rangers. Blue and Yellow were a little vanilla in terms of character, but Lucas and Katie. But other than that, I still loved it. I mean, compared to what we have to deal with today, I'm like one of the biggest optimists in terms of Power Rangers, and I try to understand what Haim Saban's vision is or whatever. But I'm still a realist, and I can say that, you know, he's not doing some of the things that the fans would really like for him to do. So while I can really be optimistic and you know hope for the best and just rather see Power Rangers than none at all, I can still be realistic at the same time and understand that, you know, he's not doing like justice on some of the elements of the show. So we'll see how Super Mega Force goes. But anyways, now on to the Quantum Morpher. So yeah, this is the Quantum Morpher. This is awesome. Eric was the Quantum Ranger. Really nice guy, Power Morphicon. He had like the most dynamic personality. He's walking around acting wild. He was having a good time. He flirted with a lot of girls. It's pretty cool. I'm not going to knock his game. That's pretty cool. But this is what happens when you turn on the Quantum Morpher. That little light goes around in circles. And it's pretty cool. And it makes the same beeping noise as the Chrono Morpher. See, that was going off all weekend at Power Morphicon, so I couldn't even imagine being like a janitor or something, cleaning up at night when everyone's gone, it's dark, and you just see lights and hear this. Like, that would have creeped me out, but then they probably like, oh look, it's just toys. Anyways, so yeah, here it is. Now, here are the weapons. The top one is the Time Force insignia. All that does is count down the numbers, as you can see, 0, 1 through 9. So yeah. Then you have the Q Rex button. This calls the Quantosaurus Rex, which is an awesome Zord. Q Rex right there. You get your Q Rex. These 3 buttons don't do anything. They're just molded on there. They're not pressable or anything like that. They're not functioned. So this is the communication aspect. And you just do the same thing as the other one. You press another button to stop it. Obviously, the middle is the morphing button. And this is pretty good quality. Here's the Time Force insignia. Make sure if you buy these used, you see that the Time Force insignia is on there. I saw some at a garage sale. and it was just a random strap. It didn't even have the Time Force insignia. So if it matters to you and you want it that way, make sure it has it. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do the morph. Okay, quantum power. So yeah, he would be the Quantum Ranger after that. So yeah, so this is the morpher. It's a really, really nice morpher. This one, I would say he's doing the same noise, and that's all it does. And we went over the buttons, and there's an on and off switch, so we're going to turn it off. So yeah, these are really good quality. Like I said, it's probably the beginning of the end at this time in Power Rangers history for quality morphers. I mean, you know, Wild Force was alright. You know, the Gal changer was a lot nicer, so I'm probably going to be looking for that before I do the review. But, you know, this is kind of the beginning of the end. I would say after Dino Thunder, it probably went downhill, because if you see how big the Braccio Morpher is, it's amazing. And after that, you know, the SPD Morpher was not that great, so that's why I bought the Deca changer. The Deca license from Japan. So, this is the beginning of the end, I feel, for, like, quality morphers. We'll just turn them on to see the lights again. So yeah, these are amazing. I recommend them to anyone. The Quantum Morpher, same price range as this one, just give or take $5, because this one is a little more harder to come by than this one. This is way more available than this one. So so instead of, you know, 40 to 60 loose, do 45 to 65. You know, on a 65 on a bad day loose. In the box, you're gonna at least pay, you know, 80 to 100. You could get it for 75 on a really good day, but you have to snipe, and I check every day, so that's what you guys should do too if you really want these morphers. That's where I got all my morphers for the most part, unless they're super new. I bought them in the store, but I got a lot of them from eBay. I did have a lot of them as a kid, but like I said, when I turned like 11 years old, I sold them all for like a little bit of money, which I thought was a lot back then. But, you know, a few years ago, I got them all back, so you guys can do it too. You know, I bought the Zeonizer because I just really love Zeo, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have it. I miss it. And from there, it snowballed into my whole collection, which I have, you know, a lot of cool stuff. You know, I even have the Tensoder from Ghost Ager, which is like the Megaforce season here. I bought that morpher because it's more screen accurate with the red background and the black on the top. I'll review that later too. But yeah, so I have the Ghost Ager Deluxe and that one. So. And I even have all the Gokaiger morphers. I have the Legend Mobiles. I just got the regular Gokaiger Mobiles for my birthday. I just got Guy's Morpher, Guy's Changer, Guy's Cellular. It's pretty cool. I even have the Go Buster Morpher. So I'm buying the Japan ones to get ahead of the game because I don't want to be buying the cheap American versions. So if you guys have any questions, comment below. Thanks for all the support and love. And Armed for Sleep and Reverie signing off. And thanks for all the support and the views. Leave comments. I comment back. Everyone knows I comment back. And unless you ask me how much is a morpher, I don't sell my morphers. I do make exceptions. Like if I have extras, I'll send them to a few friends that I've made on here. But other than that, I don't sell them. So if you guys have any questions, comment below. I graduated college. Now it's off to law school. And I'm moving to Minnesota, St. Paul, Minneapolis, Twin Cities for law school. So thank you guys so much and have a good one. Armed for Sleep and Reverie signing out. Take it easy. May the power protect you.